Welcome. Hey, it's your boy Minds Maturity. Welcome back to CanBo Greens. Hey, tonight I got a nice little topic I want to get on. But tonight is going to be the 5 ways to strengthen a connection. The connection can be not just between two mates, but it can be a connection with friends, family. The goal is the connection, and there are 5 ways I personally believe that will strengthen it. There's no like what's the best, the least, the greatest. There's no order. I'm just giving it to you the way that I feel like it flows better with the program. um Shout out to everybody, to my YouTube followers, Facebook followers, Instagram followers. I appreciate the support. Continue to like, subscribe, check out the mymaturity.com website. So definitely check us out. Definitely check us out. Um, what we're going to do? We're going to start off. We're going to definitely start this off with some background music first. Go get some background going. We go get something going. We go get us something right. Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely get something right. We definitely go get something right. Definitely. Yeah. All right. So the very first one I wanna approach and discuss is going to be going to the gym. Going to the gym is going to be my first look when it comes to a connection. When it comes to a connection, let's look at it like this. It helps a person when you go with somebody to a gym. Y'all working on your body, as well as your mental, and it helps with your self-esteem, as well as it's a way of preventing illnesses and sicknesses and whatnot. So y'all are there for something positive. Y'all are there to achieve something, to achieve a goal. It can be a short-term goal, it can be a long-term goal, but guess what? Y'all are doing this together. It takes a lot of commitment to actually go somewhere and put in some time that involves sweating, increasing that blood flow, pumping up that adrenaline. It's everything that needs to be done when it comes to having a very productive moment. There's no lack of idling when it comes to actually properly going to the gym to working out. And not just on a serious tip, but also on a relaxing fun tip. You can actually have a little fun, be goofy, play around when you're in the gym. I know me and my homeboys, when I used to go work out with them in the gym when I was in college, man, we were serious, but at the same time we had a little fun. We giggled, we talked junk, we talked our mess to each other. It was cool, but at the same time, we did make it kind of competitive too. Cause all of us were competitive in nature, so we did and actually enjoy the nature of things. So it was very productive, painful at the same time. Um, with somebody that's going with a mate, it's a great way to get in a sense of intimacy outside of the bedroom. Have that connection. Learn their strengths. They learn your strength. You learn their weaknesses. It gives you a feel of, hey, where are y'all at on a position of working together. You can also start evaluating each other when it comes to what type of exercises he needs to do or she needs to do. One of the things that I've learned over the years working out with my wife is that it's certain exercises and machines I don't need to be messing with, and some machines exercises that she don't need to be messing with, because we also are working out certain parts separately. So we always try to evaluate. Hey, you need to do more of this. I need to do more of that. It helps gain trust with each other. It helps gain awareness with each other, as well as you're actually starting to learn to pay attention to the details of each other's body. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great way to build that connection, that flow. On a funny tip, man, like especially if you're going with your mate, it definitely it kicks in that it's like an aphrodisiac. It kicks in that that mood. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, it's plenty times after me and her, we left the gym, we came back, hit a shower, we got it in. I ain't even gonna lie. Let me keep it 100 with y'all. It definitely pumps you up to that mood. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll throw on a bed and everything. Like you have so much energy, so much adrenaline there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but also, hey, make sure you stretch. Make sure you stretch. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. Definitely stretch. But you will be catching some cramps. You know what I'm saying? That could be a good thing or a bad thing. 'Cause guess what? Y'all can get it in and get that massage game going, which is also a part of the exercising, stretching together, massaging each other. That whole physical therapy type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the connection is definitely high when you're doing these things together. The contact, it's not just the contact, but the mental it also is in work at the same time as the physical connection. So please understand this is where it's at. It is definitely where it's at. Get in that gym, build that connection. You don't have to be sitting on no couches watching TV. Let's get out there and be active. So next up, we're gonna say going grocery shopping. People like, man, I ain't trying to do all that. You know, my maid, man, she be, the missus, she go to the store, she want to buy everything, or she in the store all the time, or she this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't look at it in that sense. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it in this sense. One thing I've learned due to the fact, like, she's from Jamaica and I'm American, so it was funny how when we go to the gym, what's real cool is the fact is that like what they call a biscuit is not the same thing that we call a biscuit. You know what I'm saying? So I took her to the store. She was like, "Hey, can you go get a biscuit?" And I'm like, "All right." So I go over there to the freezing area to get a biscuit. She go over there to the cookie aisle to get some cookies. Cause guess what? The translation is different. Her biscuit is a cookie, where my biscuit is the things that you put in the stove you cook eat for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like the translations of stuff that we learn when we communicate each other, you can learn a lot about the person that you with and how they translate words and information. You can find out sometimes that what they're saying could be totally different to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So that boils down to just not in the grocery store, but you can learn and understand that when it comes outside of the grocery store. When y'all talking about plans and life and ideas, or y'all going through a debate of discussion or telling each other what y'all trying to do. What you need to understand is sometimes the translation can be different or it can be interpreted different. So the goal is to make sure that each one of y'all have complete understanding of each other in the translation of words that you use. Also, when it comes to being in a grocery store, you can find out, hey, what your mate like and don't like, or your family member, friends. Y'all can learn what y'all don't like and eat. You also can educate them on healthier foods, and they can help educate you on healthier foods to eat. Um, Definitely, man. Like it's so much going to a grocery store. I have told a couple of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I be like, man, you want to find out if your lady is a healthy person, or make sure she take care of her. Take her to the grocery store. Watch what she pick out to eat. You know what I'm saying? So you can evaluate if she eats junk food or she really eats healthy. She really take care of herself. First dates is very big. I always say take them to the grocery store. Learn what they're eating. Let them learn what you're eating. See how open they are into what you eat. And let's see how open she is about learning different types of food each. See if she's not stubborn, if she's open minded. Um, these are very important to find out what type of person you're connecting with. To see can y'all flow with that in the kitchen. Because guess what? If you have a bad eating habit and the other one has a good eating habit, or vice versa, then there's going to be a lot of conflict of interest when it comes to how each other prepare each other meals. And guess what? This definitely ties into my Next, which is number three on the list, is cooking. We're gonna leave the grocery store. We're gonna come to the cooking. Cooking is a great way to also build a connection with somebody. Once again, the goal is I'm trying to teach you things and teach you ways to get you out the bedroom or get you off this couch. Find ways to really connect and bond with people. Really get that one-on-one interaction. And one of the best ways to interact with somebody is getting in that kitchen and cooking together, man. Cooking together is um it's therapeutic to me. I love to cook. If anybody look at my stuff on Facebook, man, I'm always taking pictures showing stuff that I cook. Um, Also, like my wife, she's a cooker. Especially, her being in Jamaica, she loved doing, what I'm saying, curry chicken. She loved oxtails and things of that nature. So we both are real big on cooking. Um, People that are really trying to understand, learn how to work together, cooking is a great thing. One of the things that I would personally recommend is for people that are really trying to get to know each other, or you just trying to make something fun. Cook, do something, cook something that neither one of y'all know how to cook. Find something that is a obstacle or a challenge, and see can y'all learn. Just like on this picture, they're reading how to cook something. Help each other to trust each other to get in that kitchen, work together, and make a masterpiece together. Sure, and sometimes, hey, it don't even have to be a masterpiece. It's junk, it could be garbage. You could taste horrible. But just getting in there, doing something together that is unknown, and coming up with something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have fun with it. It can be a great thing. You don't always have to be serious, but it's a way to learn how to connect, trust, communicate. You know what I'm saying? Understand each other's taste buds too. You know what I'm saying? Like you could find out, hey, well, this person like food that is bitter. This person likes spicy food. This person likes stuff that are sweet. You know what I'm saying? So the details of the stuff that you can learn by just observing how this person receives information. You know what I'm saying? Like if you tell, hey, cut it like this or do it like that, evaluate the person how they receive this information and they implement it. Sometimes people could be impatient or tempered to where they might not even want to be able to take constructive criticism of information that you need. So take that information and roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Find out more about that person and those natures. All right, then, people. Let's continue on. My next one up the bat is going to be meditation. Man, like a lot of people wouldn't think, all right, hey, like how aren't you connecting with yourself? True. When you're meditating, you're channeling the inner vibes, the frequencies of yourself. But when you are meditating with somebody else, the goal is for y'all energy, your spirits, to get on the same frequency, the same wavelengths. That spiritual bond is happening. You know what I'm saying? That's how you learn how to be able to understand a person in a way that can't even be explained. Sometimes I'll be able to interpret when my wife wants something and she haven't said, I'll be like, hey, you want this? She'd be like, oh, I didn't even know you was thinking that. It's because I have always been able to get and channel onto her wavelength, her frequencies. That's by learning to meditate, getting that connection, that bond together. And it doesn't always, once again, it doesn't always have to be stuff that you get down in the bedroom, but just by simply sitting in silence, closing your eyes, releasing and channeling that energy into the atmosphere to find each other on that wave, on that frequency, and connect and vibe with one another. I'm very, very big on energy. And energy is a very powerful thing that a lot of us don't even take. We don't take it for we take it for granted. You gotta appreciate that energy more. Learning how to get rid of that negative energy and only pull in them positive vibes. And when you're doing that, sitting there with somebody, you can also help them into creating more positive vibes, especially if you are a very high frequency person. You can be also a great helpmate into getting them vibes that is necessary for that person to be, to want, to think positive. Very, man, like meditation is so powerful, man. And we gotta definitely start learning how to implement that more into our connections with one another. All right, my final one. And I think this is like probably the most important one of all, and that is creating a project and doing a project together and be successfully completing a project together. Um, People like, hey, like, what kind of projects? I mean, it can be any projects. You can start small and grow big. Um, for instance, like right now, our project that me and my wife have is the project is starting her business. We've already got mine going. We're in the process of getting hers. So we work together to learn how to put the right paperwork in place, get the right things notarized and certified. Um, Understanding like what type of employees to hire, or you know what I'm saying, what requirements she's going to need, what other inspections she needs. The greatest thing about doing projects from it can be building a tent outside, or building a pit, a fire pit in the backyard, or creating an event that involves family members coming over, or working on a car together. The goal is to get together to learn to work as a team. Once again, it's a team thing. It's called team building. Able to understand and create positions, titles, learning to sit down and create a community to understand, hey, you do this, you do that, you do this. That is very important. That helps a lot when it comes to connecting with friends, family, because once everybody learn how to work and talk together, it's a beautiful thing to be able to collaborate and gain more together. This is what is called a colony. A colony was something that they built homes together, they built a government together, they built economy together. Creating projects cannot just have to be for adults, but for kids, like your siblings and things. Like if you got 3 or 4 kids in the house, teach them how to create, do projects together, work things together, solve things together in a system to where they understand, hey, this person is going to be in charge of this person is going to be in charge of that. One person is going to make the decisions, the other person is going to be involved in the math, this other person is going to be involved in the the cleaning or the cooking or things, and let them learn how to work together as a unit. When it comes to having a mate, these things are good too because it teaches each other how to trust each other decision making skills, trust in their skills when it comes to maybe doing math, listening skills, communication skills, salesman skills, um, governing skills. How do all your weaknesses and your strengths build to make this a solid brand or a solid business, if that's what you want to do as well. So we got to understand that with all these things that I've discussed, from the gym, the grocery, the cooking, the meditation, the projects, all those are still little small projects by itself. Because when you go grocery shopping, you gonna go home and cook a meal. And if you cook a meal together, guess what? You're doing a project that involves bringing stuff to one position. You put it in something, you cook it, and you come out with a product. This is the essences of making and conditioning each other to learn how to work together. It's the teamwork factor. It's the team building. One of the biggest things that we falter in nowadays is the one-on-one interaction or the group interaction. But this is where we at in these times. We're definitely in these times where this happens. So, with that being said, a lot of us are having a hard time connecting with one another. Because sometimes we too much in conflict with one another. Or we're just simply lazy. A lot of us don't want to take the time to get to know each other. We only even care about self. And even in those times, we don't even really too much care about self because sometimes we don't even take the time to learn and study self. You got to be able to learn and study and understand self. And in the midst of understanding self, learn others and let others welcome to learn you. And that's the exchange of energy. That's the exchange of understanding, which makes it such of a beautiful thing if it is done and manifested the right way. So can we all understand and collectively grow? Can we all understand that it takes receiving and giving to come up with something better? And like over the years, it took me time to understand these 5 things. To have a different mindset, to think outside the spectrum of what I need, which boils back to the previous show. What are my needs? I need somebody that can evaluate me and understand me on a physical spectrum. I need for somebody to be able to evaluate, understand what I eat on a daily basis. I need for them to understand what are we putting in our body. What am I putting inside you, me, and the kids? I need for somebody to understand me on a spiritual level. Understand where my soul, how it operates, what kind of energy it gives off. So I can feed you my energy and you feed me yours. And it only can be that positive. Feeding negative energy is going to be very toxic in a household or in a surrounding, and it can spread faster than anything. And overall, I need somebody to also understand my business structure mindset. I need somebody to understand I'm all about growth. I'm all about productivity. I'm all about the bottom line. You dig? These are the 5 things that I really pay attention to. And let's transition to the final phase of this. And that is the modest maturity product. Let's check it out. Once again, I am also selling massage oil. I am also selling the hemp flower, the tincture oils. I'm also about to eventually get into the game of bath. I'm gonna do bath bombs as well. So definitely get a look out on that. You can check it out on mindlessmaturity.com, or once again, you can send me a message on Facebook. You can send me a message if you subscribe and like. You can send me stuff on YouTube. You can send me stuff through Instagram as well if you're interested in the product. But other than that, hey, it's been a pleasure again tonight. Once again, the goal is to keep dropping more, to definitely drop some more information as much as I can, because I'm all about having a complete understanding about self and having a complete understanding about my surroundings. The goal is to create a well-balanced, structured lifestyle, as well as minimize and eliminating the negativity. Let's grow in this process and let's be a better version of self. And with that being said, my people, I'm out. Peace and love.